Hey y'all, and welcome back to the PlusSizeVixen YouTube channel. As y'all saw in the title, today we're going to talk about dating while being plus size. Now, honey, I know there's plenty of videos on YouTube about it, but it's time for me to give my opinion and my tips and tricks on how to date while plus size. And let's be clear, this is not a video to bash us. This is a video to uplift us because, sis, just because you got extra does not mean you should not be dating or a man should not be courting you, honey. Let's get that clear. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to get into the tips on how you should present yourself as a plus size woman dating. That's what we definitely need to know. Now, I know when you first saw the title of this video, you probably like, girl, the dating pool is trash. Ain't nobody got time for these ninjas. I've been there, done that. But listen, let's be clear. Nobody wants to be single. Everybody wants to be in a relationship. And if you feel like right now this is not your time to be in a relationship, definitely take time to yourself. Definitely get to know yourself. Definitely get to love yourself before you even try to venture out there into the dating world. Now, it can be trash, but it don't have to be trash. We just got to do better. So let's get into tip number 1. So I got my handy dandy memo pad to help me out. So tip number 1, I wrote down confidence is key. One of the biggest lessons I learned as being a plus size woman and a plus size girl is that men love confident women. It don't matter about your size. If you have the confidence and you carrying yourself a certain way, you have that light about you, that glow about you, honey, you won't get his attention. You won't get everybody in the room attention. So I need you to get confidence, sis. I need you to love who you are. I need you to walk in that room and shut it down. Now, let's be clear. I feel like a lot of times we mix confidence with what you wear, the makeup, the hair, the nails. It's a little deeper than that, because it be times where don't matter if you got your hair done, nails done, makeup on, your best outfit, the confidence just shine through regardlessly. Those are just extra because you the cake. So remember, you are the cake, and everything that you put on yourself is the icing. Your confidence should shine bright whether you are dressed up or dressed down, because confidence is key. That's what they're looking for, sis. Tip number 2, get out your head. Sis, sometimes we be in our head and we be overthinking things, and it's not that deep. Don't think because of your weight you shouldn't or you don't deserve to go to Roof Chris. You don't deserve to get the vacations. You don't deserve to get flued out. Sis, you do. Like, get out your head. Stop thinking it's okay for a man to just come over and Netflix and chill. Or stop thinking it's okay for you to go over to his house and chill. Let's go outside. Let that man take you on a date. Let you get dressed up. Let him ring your doorbell, hold the door open, seat you down. Like, now this might not be for all plus size women, but this can be for a selective few. I want you to understand, sis, you are the prize. Start going on dates and get out your head. Stop making it seem like because you're a certain size that you're not worthy of going on nice dates and being treated the way you want to be treated. And no, your standards is not high. And whoever makes you feel like you should lower them, they need to exit left. Like Beyonce said, to the left, to the left, to the left. Tip number 3, be open-minded. Let me see what I picked. Now, since we keep talking about the dating world, I might need you to switch up how you're dating. Sometimes your type keep you single, sis. I don't know what your type is, but you need to be mindful of the people that you're trying to look for. Your type might be keeping you in the garbage. Get out. And what I mean by being open-minded, you might have to do something different. Remember, you're not going to find your man like how you order a package over Amazon and it's going to be at your door. Sis, you're going to have to go outside. You might have to do some solo dates. I know we love to be on dates with our friends and go to happy hour, but sis, you might have to go to happy hour by yourself a couple of times, in your nice work outfit to be seen. You might have to sign up for a dating app. Now, there's some do's and don'ts to dating apps, but do your research. Find out what dating apps work for you. Every dating app is not for everybody. You might have to, like, just do some things by yourself and keep yourself outside and be present. You can't just go to work and go home and expect a man to find you. You got to be open-minded and try something different. Step outside of your comfort zone. Do things that you thought you would never do before. Because since they out there, you just hiding. Come out of hiding. Now we up to tip number 4. And I wrote down, embrace your curves. Sis, the thing I hate about social media, I feel like they display a lot of plus size women that don't look like the average plus size woman. So I feel like a lot of times, it's a certain type of plus size woman dudes want to go for, and that's the people they see on social media. But that's not how every plus size woman looks, right? All right. With that being said, I need you to embrace your body, embrace your curves. I need you to, again, step outside your box. And if you into dark colors, put some bright colors in your wardrobe. Go to these stores and try on some clothes. Go on Pinterest and create a board of some fashions you want to try. You have to, step out your box and feel comfortable in your skin. Because it's evident when a plus size woman is not comfortable. Especially when the summer come and sis got a jean jacket on and it's 100 degrees outside. Sis be outside with a jean jacket on. Sis is 100 degrees. I need you to embrace those curves. I need you to embrace those rolls. I need you to be comfortable in your skin. A man could tell when you're not comfortable in your skin. And let's be honest too, that's another deal breaker. So we're going to make this tip 4A. Stop going on dates and be like, oh, I'm so big. Oh, you see these rolls? And sis, what? Sis, don't do that. Please don't do that. Stop doing that. Or if he give you a compliment, you're like, you sure? Look at this. Look at these arms. Sis, stop. Why are you doing that? That goes back to tip number 1. The confidence is key. Say thank you. And keep it pushing. You don't need to sit here now downplay yourself because you're not feeling good. And now he's going to be looking at you like, okay. And not to be funny, sometimes when you do that, do see that they will see and hear that. And they sometimes will take advantage of you because they already smell the low self-esteem. Stop coming with the low self-esteem to the table. You know how sometimes the new topic on social media be like, well, what you bring to the table? Plus size ladies, sometimes y'all be bringing low self-esteem to the table. And when he takes advantage of your low self-esteem, then you feel some kind of way. Stop bringing low self-esteem to the table. That's not cute. It's not okay. I need you to embrace your body and embrace your curves, sis. Look, we only got one life to live. You want to wear that 2-piece, wear that 2-piece. You want to be given crop top this summer, wear that crop top. But I need you to embrace your curves and stop feeling like you trying to criticize or break apart everything about yourself, your body, your look, your image. That's not okay. Love yourself. Embrace yourself. And anytime you feel any doubt, say some positive affirmations to yourself. Because confidence is key. Now, tip number 5 is self-love. I'm an advocate on self-love. And I know a lot of times we're not taught this as women. We're not just taught this in general. So a lot of y'all like, how can I love myself? Since I was a kid, I got made fun of by family, friends, anybody. Or how can I see the beauty of myself when nobody told me I was beautiful? Now, I'm here to tell you, we can't change what happened in your past. But we can become the author of this story now and live in our future, live in our present, and change the narrative. Sis, you have to find the courage, the confidence, and the faith in yourself to believe that you is more than enough, that you are beautiful, and it first start with loving yourself. You cannot want to be in a relationship or want to date thinking that someone's going to love you more than you love yourself. Because self-love is the best love. Believe me when I tell you, because if that man ever leave you, I need you to love you. Tip number 6 is stay in your lane. And what I mean by stay in your lane is do what's best for you. Don't try to do what your family telling you to do, your friends telling you to do. You need to stay in your lane and be comfortable in the lane you in. I think a lot of times, especially for my older girlies, we get a certain age, you start feeling like, oh, where's my man at? Where's my husband at? So you just taking anybody who laugh and hee in your face. No. Stay in your lane. You have to figure out what's going to work for you, because let's be honest, just because you see people posting on social media doesn't mean their relationship happy. Just because your family, grandma and grandpa been together for 20 years, I don't mean every day was a good day. You have to figure out what's going to work for you, what kind of relationship you need and want, and what kind of mate that's going to provide that for you. That's why I'm a firm advocate on dating. Like, just don't fall head over heels for the first dude who he in your face. Date, get to know people, ask questions. You have to date, ask questions, but again, stay in your lane. Now, if your lane is leading you down the wrong path, I'm gonna need you to rebuild that lane. I'm gonna need you to clean it up and do something different, so you refurbish your lane, sis, so you can get the man that you need and not fall victim to just anybody, because nobody just want anybody. Nobody wants a bed woman. Nobody wants a bed woman at night just so they can say, oh, I got a man, because eventually you'll get tired of that man. And you got to remember, no one else can make you happy except for yourself. So if you're not happy by yourself, you ain't gonna be happy with no one else. Let's go on to the next tip. Get your ducks in order. When I say that is, I know a lot of us always talk about dating, but we don't have our life in order. Our priorities is all messed up, is all everywhere. So I need you to stop and get your life in order first before we could think about dating. Now, let's be clear. Everybody got their baggage. Everybody got some skeletons in their closet. So when I say get your ducks in order, I'm just saying, like, get you in order. Finish doing what you need to do for you. If you're trying to pursue a career, sis, go pursue that career. If you're trying to go back to school to get that degree, sis, go back to school and get that degree. If you're trying to lose weight and you trying to reach a certain weight goal, get focused. You trying to write that book, you trying to start that business, you trying to buy that house. I just feel like you need to get your ducks in order before you even get in a relationship, because let's be honest, dating, relationships, talking stages, those are distractions. And you don't want to look back and be like, damn, I had all these goals I want to accomplish for 2023 or 2024 and I didn't get none done because I got so blindsided by dating that I couldn't even focus, right? Because some people can't multitask. And if that's you, sis, I need you to get your ducks in order before you start trying to even put a toe into the dating pool. So get your ducks in order, do what you need to do. Take your singleness and get things accomplished. Take your singleness and redefine who you are, your likes, your wants, your needs. You know, accomplish those goals that you've been writing down every year for the last 3-4 years, talking about, vision board every year. And sometimes the vision still ain't clear because we get sidetracked by other things. Get focused, get your life together, and just be outside, be present. But I need you to get your ducks in order before you even try to get in that pool. What's my next tip? Date yourself. Solo dates. It's so big. It's so all over YouTube. And this is tip number 8. Date yourself. Get into a relationship with you. Learn you. Get happy with you. Be okay with going to a bar by yourself. Be okay with going to a fancy restaurant by yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Buy yourself fancy gifts. Date yourself. Get to know you, because remember, we teach people how to treat us. And if the man you're dating see how you treat yourself, he's going to have to say to himself, can I live up to this, or do I need to get out the way? So that's what I'm saying. Date yourself. Treat yourself like the prize. Like, show yourself a good time, because again, you want to make sure the correct person is coming into your life and who can live up to the standards that you set in place for yourself, for you to be happy. So just keep that in mind. You might have to date yourself, boo. Number 9, positive affirmations. I need you to daily say something great about yourself. From I am beautiful, I am enough, I am everything, I am gorgeous, I am loved, I am liked, I am joy, I am happiness, whatever it is. whatever it is, I need you to say something positive to yourself every morning. After you wash your face, before you brush your teeth, after you brush your teeth, I don't care. In the shower, I need you to say something uplifting to start your day. Like, write it down a couple of times in a notebook, in a journal, and just repeat it to yourself to keep yourself uplifted, to keep yourself encouraged, to keep yourself feeling great. Because at the end of the day, like, you have to truly love yourself in order for any of this to work successfully. My last tip number 10. Be happy. Whether you are dating or not, be happy. Don't feel like your life should come to a pause because you don't have a boo. Because you ain't going on vacation this year. Because you ain't on dates every weekend to post up on social. I want you to be happy. I feel like a lot of times I meet a lot of women who feel like incomplete if they don't have a man, if they're not in a relationship, if they're not married, if they don't have kids. And this is now beyond just being plus size. This is for any size woman at this point. I need you to be happy regardless. Remember, in this life, somebody doesn't make you complete. They are an addition to your life. They're not a completion. So stop feeling like if you at a certain stage in your life, you're a certain weight right now in your life, or whatever it is, that I don't feel complete because I don't have a man, I don't have somebody beside me, I don't have my rib, or whatever you want to call it. Stop falling victim to your family members, your friends saying, well, where's your husband at? Where's your man at? Where's this at? Don't worry about that. I need you to be happy with you. Because until you happy with you, I feel like God will continue to hide you until you become happy. So yes, if anything you get from this YouTube video, I want you to just be happy with you. I want you to find out who you are. Redefine yourself. Remember, as kids, we used to write down our name and we had to write a word for each letter. Maybe we need to start doing that as adults. Redefining yourself. Who are you? What makes you happy? And just don't let it be another person. Just don't let it be another body. I need you to learn to find happiness with you. With that being said, y'all, I'm so happy. This is my first YouTube where I feel like I did a live podcast, because I typically have podcasts. If you want to check out my podcast, which I'm putting right here, it's up on Apple Podcasts. It's up on Google Casts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music. Definitely check it out. But one thing I want y'all to remember, love is love.